America's psychopathic and cognitively addled President Donald Trump just posted the following on the morning of President's Day. It's his mugshot side by side with his official White House portrait, and then his President's Day message is, quote, "They're not after me, they're after you. I'm just standing in the way. Happy President's Day." That's the official message from Donald Trump on President's Day from the official White House account. It says, "Happy President's Day, Mr. President." He then wishes himself Happy President's Day. Donald Trump then posts a photograph from the White House account which shows that his mugshot is hanging on the wall right outside the Oval Office. You see it right there. And I've showed you that in other photos. When world leaders and dignitaries now show up in the White House, they are reminded once again that there is a criminal and a felon residing in that Oval Office, and Donald Trump wants to brag that he is a gangster, but he looks so utterly weak and utterly pathetic. As our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, writes, so the first day after a major storm disaster in Kentucky, Virginia, West Virginia, which was yesterday, with fatalities and destruction across multiple states, what did Donald Trump do? He went to a car race in Florida and had his motorcade go around in circles on the track. We are now in the second day after that major disaster with fatalities. Trump is playing golf in Florida. He's made dozens of posts about himself this morning and yesterday during all of this time while he's vacationing, and not one word about the disaster. But he is sending emails like this to his supporters. "I have a present for Ben." So if you're on Donald Trump's email list, you got that message. I subscribe so you don't have to. And here's what it says. "Present from Trump, just release. This is my inaugural swearing-in photo signed, and I only signed a few of these. So this present is only going to a few of my most loyal supporters, and that's you. I can only hold on to your signed swearing-in photo until midnight, so please claim yours ASAP before someone else grabs the one I have on hold for you." Let's take a look at some other news that Donald Trump received this morning. Donald Trump learned that there was some major trouble in his polling numbers, which are going down, down, down. Are voters feeling exhausted after just 3 weeks of Trump 2.0? The answer seems to be absolutely yes. In a new Economist YouGov poll, Donald Trump has a 46% approval rating, while 48% of those polled disapprove of the job that he is doing, and he is losing younger American support very quickly. 2 weeks ago, 50% of adults under 30 had a favorable opinion, while 46% had an unfavorable opinion. Today, only 39% have a favorable opinion and 57% have an unfavorable opinion right there. And you may be going, hey, that's still pretty high, though, after all of the disaster that he has caused. And I would say I absolutely agree with you all. This is the honeymoon phase in America. After you win, your approval should be super high. I mean, Biden's was in the high 60s. Obama's was in the mid to high 70s. Go back to Clinton, George W. Bush. Go back to Obama. Go back to anyone in recent history other than the first Trump administration. And you're supposed to be super high approval ratings at this stage. Because why? Because while Donald Trump is doing laps and declaring victory while circling at the NASCAR track, he is not lowering the prices, and he's basically given up on that. Prices are going up. Housing is less affordable. Egg prices have never been higher. Gas prices are going up. There's chaos and havoc in the international front. Donald Trump has cut out Europe and Ukraine from negotiations with Russia. And Donald Trump, even though he said he was going to bring Zelensky and Putin into a room and they were going to cut a deal in 24 hours, that didn't happen. And now Donald Trump's fallen right into the trap of Vladimir Putin and Putin's foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov. And so Trump's having Rubio negotiate directly tomorrow with Lavrov with cutting Europe out. Europe, meanwhile, is having an emergency meeting today in France. Even Keir Starmer from the UK is going to be there, and Europe's talking about a common defense plan in response to Donald Trump. Just remember, Donald Trump said that when when he said when he wins, he will immediately bring down the prices starting day one. Here, play this clip.
So when I win, I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one. We will end Kamala's war on American energy, and we will drill, baby, drill. We're going to drill.
Well, that was a lie. And here Donald Trump said on day one, he would have peace in Ukraine. I just want to bring out the receipts for you right now. You're play this clip. But no, what's Donald Trump doing instead? He's just making posts about himself over and over again. Donald Trump posts all this like propaganda stuff from like wacko right-wing media like this. And this is the actual headline that he's reposting. After just 17 frenetic days, Trump has already delivered a big part of his agenda. After 17 frenetic days, he's already delivered. First off, it's more than 17 days. That's why I say this guy's cognitively addled. It's been more than 17 days. So he's reposting this article. Had he delivered his agenda? Well, what agenda? What agenda to raise the prices, to make the world less stable, and to be Putin's you-know-what? But folks, it's okay because Donald Trump's pick to be the next FBI director is posting on Trump's social media platform right underneath Donald Trump's post. Kash Patel, Trump's pick to be the FBI director. He's selling right here Clover and Kennedy t-shirts. Based, he's selling Based t-shirts. The Based apparel brand being sold by Kash Patel. Donald Trump then reposts Javier Milei, the leader of Argentina, where they have about a 54% poverty rate. Let me repeat that. 54% poverty rate, which I assume Donald Trump wants for the United States. And here's what Milei says: if printing money would end poverty, printing diplomas would end stupidity. I mean, all I know is that you have a 54% poverty rate right there, right now in Argentina, and I do not want a 54% poverty rate in the United States. I don't know. I preferred when President Biden was creating 16.4 million jobs, having the lowest unemployment in American history, never a single month where jobs were lost, bringing inflation under control better than any nation, essentially in the entire world. 40,000 infrastructure projects going up, bringing the semiconductor industry here, having things like the PACT Act that actually helped veterans, unlike Donald Trump, who's taking away veteran services and even limiting services like the hotline, the crisis hotline for veterans and other veteran services. By the way, he's cutting them in red states and blue states veteran services. And here's what we learned as well. The Trump administration was firing several hundred FAA probationary employees who maintain critical air traffic control infrastructure, according to their union. The move comes not even 3 weeks since the deadly mid-air collision over Washington, D.C. I feel like there's been a plane crash now like every week or every other week. But folks, even as they are firing some of the most competent and qualified people from the FAA, and it's hard to retain employees, don't worry, because the Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy, he's got a plan. He goes, America deserves safe, state-of-the-art travel, and President Trump has ordered that I deliver a new world-class air traffic control system that will be the envy of the world. To do that, I need advice from the brightest minds in America. I'm asking for help from any high-tech American developer or company that is willing to give back to our country. Tomorrow, members of Elon Musk's SpaceX team will be visiting the Air Traffic Control System Command Center in VA to get a first-hand look at the current systems. So he's inviting Elon, and then he's just sending out a mass notice to everybody. Meanwhile, Donald Trump at Daytona using his grandkids as props. As I wrote, New Fascism Hack Unlocked, Kids and Grandkids as Props, to which I was reminded that's an old fascism hack right there. Oh, Donald Trump selling, or people selling in his name, image, and likeness, whiskey glasses, Patriots for America. Get your Trump whiskey glasses now. Donald Trump emailing the following: Elon Musk is dark MAGA. Elon Musk is dark MAGA. Ben, are you ready to join him? And are you ready to go dark MAGA? I've been flooded with requests for my dark MAGA hat ever since Elon wore one on stage. Now even he decided to wear it when he came to visit me in the Oval Office. We'll keep you posted with more As I said earlier, Sergei Lavrov and Marco Rubio are set to meet tomorrow. Separately, Europe's holding that emergency meeting in Paris today amid concerns that they're being frozen out of the deal. Sergei Lavrov, Russia's foreign minister, says he sees no role for Europe at the table, adding that there will be no talk with Marco Rubio about any territorial concessions to Ukraine. In other words, this be clear, giving Ukraine its land back, around 20% of which is controlled by Russian forces. So what seems to be taking place in Saudi Arabia tomorrow is exactly what Donald Trump did with Mike Pompeo and the Taliban, but at a grander scale. Remember, Trump and the Taliban negotiated directly. They cut out the Afghan government. Trump had the Taliban prisoners released. Afghan government got nothing. Taliban took over Afghanistan, and then Trump left the entire place in chaos, which was, by the way, a big win for Russia. Donald Trump wants to cut Europe and Ukraine out of the negotiations with Putin, and he wants to give Putin basically everything. So we'll keep you posted every step of the way here, but I want to give you all of those facts. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million subscribers, and thank you we're at 4 million. Let's get to 5 million subscribers. Thank you for helping us get to 4 million. Let's get to 5. Thanks for watching.